these are documents filed by the special counsel John Durham. He was appointed by then Attorney General Bill Barr nearly 3 years ago to review the origins of the FBI's original investigation into allegations of collusion between the Trump campaign and Russia. That original FBI investigation was codenamed Crossfire Hurricane. It was eventually taken over by special counsel Robert Mueller, author of the famous Mueller report. The Durham review was eventually upgraded to a criminal investigation, and Durham himself, the former U.S. Attorney for Connecticut, was upgraded to a special counsel status shortly before the 2020 election. To date, Durham has secured a guilty plea from Kevin Kleinsmith, a mid-level FBI attorney who admitted in August 2020 to having doctored an email to obtain renewed FBI surveillance back in 2016 on Carter Page, a foreign policy advisor to the 2016 Trump campaign. Late last year, Durham secured an indictment against Michael Sussman. He's a prominent attorney whose firm represented the Clinton campaign, and he stands accused of lying to the FBI when he approached the Bureau with information purportedly tying computers in Trump Tower to a Russian bank. Sussman has pleaded not guilty. Rodney Jaffe is a former executive at Neustar. He is the bearded fellow, if we're seeing those photos accurately. Neustar is a Virginia-based technology and data firm. Jaffe is widely reported to be the unnamed figure who was alleged in Friday's court documents to have been, and I quote, mining the executive office of the president's domain name system traffic and other data for the purpose of gathering derogatory information about Donald Trump, unquote. Now, Jaffe has not been formally charged with any wrongdoing, but if the special counsel can prove these allegations in court, it would appear to establish that the former president was correct when he claimed to have been surveilled at Trump Tower and that the spying extended into his tenure in the White House. All of this is separate, too, from information disclosed over the last 5 years that shows that 2 of the FBI agents who worked on Crossfire Hurricane, Peter Strzok and Lisa Page, exchanged scores of vehemently anti-Trump text messages across 2016. Also, that at least one official inside the Justice Department in 2016, Bruce Orr, was secretly conferring with the authors of an anti-Trump dossier that circulated inside the FBI during that election season. DOJ's Inspector General Michael Horowitz concluded in 2020 that the FBI had valid reason to open up Crossfire Hurricane, but that the Bureau did violate criminal procedure in its conduct of the probe. It's a fantastically complex set of events, Sean, but I hope we've done some good for our viewers in breaking it all down.
It is a lot. You almost need a whole map in Game of Thrones style to kind of follow this through. The only charge so far, just to get back to the basics, with Sussman, I believe he's charged with the false statements made to federal agents. He's pleaded not guilty. That's correct, right?
Yeah, when we say federal agents, Sussman was speaking to the general counsel of the FBI at the time.
All right, we'll leave it right there.